Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's Shino, and this is episode 31 of our Let's Play series. Hope you're having a great weekend. Join your Sunday before Thanksgiving, for those who do partake. And I had mentioned, I had a bunch of chickens that were running around. It's like I'm going to hunt them, and I thought, no, I'm going to throw some dirt down and see if I can get them to go in there. And they did. The other thing I wanted to show is it looks like we got our chickens hatched. So, yep, there's a little black one right there. 2 more little ones right there. So awesome. We got some baby chickens. So that should be our first Gen 1 chickens. Speaking of animals, one thing I do want to mention. Once your animals get to the point that where you want them at, which is, they're pregnant, you don't have to keep feeding them during the pregnancy. They'll go ahead and give birth without being fed. I know I've heard a lot of people talk about having spend so much time feeding the animals all the time. I don't do that. What I do is I put down food. I wait until I've got a couple that say they're pregnant, and then I stop putting in food until after the babies are born. And then I wait for them to grow up. Once they're grown, I then will add in, I'll cull the herd out and then add in more food and try to go to the next generation. So just wanted to talk about that real quick. All right. So, what happened? Let's see. Between episodes, I did go ahead, and I'm going to have to get some food. Anything here? No? No? No, 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 no? No. Wow. Okay. I'm going to have to go get some food. Between episodes... Oh, there's some munchies. Between episodes, I went and got all the bloomeries that were over here. Broke them. Got all the iron blooms and went through. I had some good wind going, and I'm glad I did it because right now the wind is bad. But I had some good wind going, so I went ahead and got the windmill fired up. And you can see how slow it's going now. But anyways, I wanted to make sure that I got those iron to work. So here is our stack of iron, 42 iron ingots. Now, we had 48 that were over there, and I did go and make some more tools that I needed. So another shovel, 2 more picks, a hammer, another axe, and 2 more iron chisels. Those are going to be important. We're going to be doing some more and more chisel work and making more windmill components. We're going to need those. Let me grab some food. I'm just kind of running around and grabbing off of the berry bushes right now. I'm going to be going on another hunting trip between episodes, but right now I just need something just to tide me over. And these will work just nicely. All right. So what are we going to do this episode? This episode, I had mentioned in episode 30 that we're going to be starting a new 10-episode kind of series. And that's what I try to do, is try to divide up what I'm doing into subsections of 10 episodes each. So we did the start, and then we did the metals, and then we did the exploring. And so now we're going to start into the automation part of stuff. And this is where we're going to be using more and more of the windmills to kind of produce the power that we need. And we're also going to be using windmills to move items between our inventories. And this is kind of something that I've been playing with in my what do you call it? The test world. Something I've been kind of playing with doing there. Let's grab... let's see. This is the oldest, so you come with me. And I found out that, you can use several of the chutes to move items from a chest into a quern. You can move items from a quern into a chest. So that's what we're going to be working on. Let's put this right here. And let's get some food. All right, here we go. So what we're going to do in this episode is we're going to kind of start getting together some of the components that we're going to need. Now, I do want to demonstrate making a plate using the Helve hammer. So we're going to get a little bit of charcoal here, and we're going to do this one here. And let's get 2. Remember, it takes 2 ingots to make a plate. So we're going to fire that up. And now this is not going to, because the wind's just not going very good at all, but we'll at least be able to demonstrate it. It should be able to get it for us in the interim. And then we're going to be doing some manual smithing process here. So we're going to get a little bit of this together. And I have gone ahead and I have made a few plates just to kind of get ready for this. So I've already got 1 chute section done, and I've got 6 plates. So we're going to go through and demonstrate the rest of this. We're going to talk about how to make the chutes. We're going to talk about, we're going to do the plates now, then we're going to talk about doing the chutes. Then we're going to talk about making hoppers. And then finally, we're going to work, if we got enough material, we're going to make the Archimedes screw. And what the Archimedes screw is, it has a central pivot or a central axle that you can connect to a windmill axle, and as it spins, it lifts items vertically in the world. So you can move items from a lower position to a higher position. So, you know, if we wanted to, we could put one down here, have it hooked up to a windmill axle, and it would move. We could put charcoal into, we could harvest the charcoal down there and have it lift up and put into this box here, which might not be too bad. All right, let's get 2. Oh, it's speeding up for us. Look at there. So we're going to put that on there. We're going to select plate. We're going to put the second one on there. And you'll remember from whenever I did it manually how long it took to do that process. I'm going to grab this just so we can see how it goes. And so one thing about this is it's not using durability on my hammer. So that's a good thing. That means, you know, the tools that I make, the hammers I make are going to last longer for when I'm needing to make a plate. And 2, I can leave and I can let this thing work. Okay. Now it will throw this item on the ground. And that's where hoppers can come in handy to collect these items that get thrown on the ground and to put them into an available inventory slot. There you go. Now, it is completely random which direction the items fall whenever they come out of it. So, you know, if this were something that we wanted to do, we would have to have 4 hoppers set up in this area to collect them. All right. So that is making a plate. You saw how quick that was. That didn't take any time at all. That was fantastic. Okay. For the chutes, let's talk about making the chutes. And I'm going to get a better hammer. I thought, well, let's see. Do we have the iron hammer? Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about making. I'm going to take some of these out for now. So let's talk about making a chute section. Now the chutes are what can move the items in your inventory either straight down or at a sidewards angle. So I'm going to take, and we're going to click on this, go on H. So this is the chute section, and you can see that it's a component for making your elbow chutes, your straight chutes, your cross chutes, T-shaped, 3-way, and the Archimedes screws we talked about, and then the Archimedes screw with a port. So we're going to be talking about making these. So if you wanted to lift items up, let's say 3 blocks, you would have to have one of these for the for taking it out of the inventory, and then 2 more of those on top that would be attached to the axle, and then an exit coming out of it going into your other inventory. Put this back here. So we're going to talk about making these chutes. And this is a recipe that, you know, when you first look at it, it's just a square is what it is with a hollow center on it. And it kind of looks intimidating when you first try it. I'm going to try to show you how I do it. And hopefully that makes it a little bit easier for you. That should be good. Drop that on there. Okay. So you can see, just like with all the other recipes, we've got to get rid of the area that's in the dark, and we got to fill the area that's in the green. So again, I'm going to hold the Alt key. It's just going to lock everything down, and I'm going to come right here. I'm going to start throwing these over. Just like this. Okay. And then you're going to bring these into the center and pop these up. Bring these into the center. Pop these up. All right. And now it's just a matter of moving these down into the position that you need them in. Oops, I forgot to do this one here. And there you go. So now you just have to remove the rest of it. Okay, pretty simple. I'm going to tell you, it took me a lot of kind of back and forth and moving them a lot into areas I didn't need them in the beginning. So I just wanted to show that. That's how I do it. I think it works pretty quick, pretty easy. And yeah, so I'm going to make, let's see, I'm going to need, how many plates do I have here? Yeah, I'm good on plates. Bit of a light. All right, so now we want to make a hopper. Let me go here. Oh, sorry. It is on the, just on the plates themselves. You need 3 plates. 1, 2, 3. And that gives us a hopper. We'll pull those out here. And we're going to play around with this hopper here for a minute. I'm going to put this right here. Just like that. And I'm going to take, let's say, that resin. And see, can I throw it? Not very good. Came back to me, didn't it? There it is. There's the resin. So Hopper, just like in Minecraft, Hopper works the exact same way. The item's going to collect the items that fall directly on it. It's not a vacuum system, so if it lands on the edge, it can't get stuck. And if it doesn't get all the way in, it's not going to go down through there. So that's why I said, you know, if you're going to put it and use it in an area like this where you're going to collect the output coming off of this, then you're going to need to have multiple around it. All right. So that is the hopper. Let me put these back in here. And then the last one we're going to talk about is making the Archimedes screw. So we're going to need chute section there, chute section there, 1 plate, and 1 plate. And we're going to need our shears for this. And we're going to need our hammer. That, and that gives us the Archimedes screw piece. And then if we do with the port, the chute piece there, there. There's our plate. All right, we got a little bit of wind going here, so I'm going to break this for section. There, you can see it. And I'm going to put one, we're going to make one more with the chute. Let's make another chute. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Okay, so I had a little bit of a problem here, and I had to work through it. It wasn't quite working the way I wanted to, and then I realized that one of the I thought I needed a straight chute, and really what I needed was a elbow chute on this. So that's what I did. So we have, and of course we have like no power coming right now, but we should still be able to demonstrate this. So what we're going to do is to get items to move up, I'm going to point down at the ground and click, and so now this elbow chute is connected into the port for the Archimedes screw, and now it's ready to start receiving items, and we're going to give it items through this hopper. Now I'll go back and look. I think we can put a chest there. I guess we could try it. Let's try this. Do it like this. I made some chests because I've been trying different stuff here. So if we open the chest and we put this into inventory, yep, it took it. And there it is. Just came back to us. So let me back out of here. And we'll put these in here. That'll be easier to see. There, it's kicking them out the top. There's another one. You see, it's not real fast, and it's all based upon the mechanical power you have going. So this is a situation, because this does not require a lot of torque, it requires speed. This is the situation where having this connected onto the center shaft of a large gear and having your windmill attached through an angled gear onto that large gear would be a benefit. Remember, the large gear, going from a small gear to a large gear, and if you're coming off of the center shaft of the large gear, then it's going to go at a speed that's increased. I'm sorry, that increases torque. You do it the other way around, it increases the speed of it. So there you go. And if we wanted to, we could create a loop here. And then it'll just keep feeding them and putting them right back into the hopper and feeding them back into the system. Okay. Hey everybody, I'm back. So this has actually been several days since I started recording this episode. I've had several distractions that have popped up that have required my attention. So sorry about this episode. I know it kind of seems it's going to go together, and I'm going to have to do a lot of editing in it just to kind of get it to this point. But it's probably going to end up being pretty short. But that was what I wanted to talk about in this episode. And let's see what we're going to do next episode. So next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to move over to our, what do you call it, little garden space over here. We're going to have to start getting this together. I want to get this finalized off. So I'm going to have to go gather up some more birch so that I can finish off this fencing here. I know there's a lot back over there. Now that way. And there's also some more, I think, back over this way too. But yeah, we're going to get some more birch. I'm going to collect a bunch of more grass here so that I can finish off this roof on it. And then we're going to put a windmill in right here with a quern. And that quern is then going to, we'll use it for grinding up our bone meal and I can't remember what the other one is now. There's two of them there we got to grind up. The saltpeter just comes out and we'll just go straight into it, so we don't have to worry about that one. But the bone meal we'll have to grind up. So that's what we're going to do. I do have, and it looks like, I got 6 more days, 5 1/4 days, and that one's getting pretty close. So I've been collecting and letting stuff rot and then putting it into here. So we are getting a good amount of rot going so we can get our compost, and that'll help for our garden as well. Okay, folks, that's going to do it for this episode. Again, this is Shino. This has been episode 31. Hope you have a great Sunday, and we'll talk to you on Wednesday. Take care.